Good morning, everyone. I have a special guest today that I am so excited to bring to you. This is the one, the only, Estefany Morales, as I like to call her, the Expat Fixer. Because if you need anything car, anything insurance, all of that sort of stuff, she is here to help you. And I am telling you, this girl is on top of her game. I've been talking to her this morning. She's been doing this for about 8 months, and she found an expat on one of the Facebook groups who was having some insurance trouble, and she helped him out with it, and then he posted on Facebook how wonderful she was, and her business has just boomed since then. And I'm actually here in Panama City, not at home in Bocas, because I just purchased my second vehicle, and I did that with Estefany. So we found the car. She went down and looked at it. She took her mechanic with her to look at it and helped me get through the entire purchase. Got the title transferred. That was a little bit of a problem, but we've got through it. Got the title transferred and got the insurance. I'm also going to be transferring my Toyota Hilux, my truck insurance, over to her, because I think you were saving me how many hundreds of dollars a year? Like
200, 300.
Like $200 or $300 a year through her insurance. So I've been speaking with her, and the way that she got into this is she used to actually work for the police here in Panama and handled over 700 of their cars, dealing with all of buying cars, selling cars, dealing with the insurance for the cars. So even though she's just been doing this for expats for 8 months, she has a ton of experience in this, and she will get you through problem free. Because I will say this, I did have a problem with my key for my Suzuki Jimny that I just bought. And you know how we gringos like to push the little button and it locks and unlocks? Well, it wasn't locking and unlocking. Estefany went above and beyond. She found this fabulous guy named Jorge, who we're gonna have a video about him as well. I don't know where we're at in the lineup, but he'll probably be coming next after this one, who came out, looked at the key, tried to fix it. There were some problems. I went to his business, and he made me an entire new key, and Estefany set all of that up. I would have had no idea where to even start doing that here in Panama. So without Estefany, I would have a key that I actually had to, it would be horrible. I would have to stick it into a hole and turn it to open my door. The horror. Okay, so like I said, she completely fixed that. She came through, she didn't make excuses. She just fixed it. And that's why she's the Expat Fixer. So here we are, we're with Estefany, and we're gonna let her tell you a little bit about what she can do for you. I interrupt this interview for a quick reminder. Make sure you hit subscribe. While you're down there hitting subscribe, make sure you click notify. That way, every time we post a new video, you're going to get a notification in YouTube that we've put something new up. Because we generally have videos every Friday, but sometimes we surprise you with something midweek and you don't want to miss it. In addition to subscribing and notifying, if you have any questions about Panama, whether it's moving here, retiring here, visiting here as a tourist, just living here in general, you have got to come over to the I Go Panama Facebook group. We have thousands, right now over 6,000 people over there answering questions, asking questions about everything Panama. So the I Go Panama Facebook group is linked below. Make sure you come over there and join us. And last thing, this is the car that I picked up in Panama City that Estefany helped me do everything with. Suzuki Jimny 4x4, automatic transmission, super hard to find. We got it, we got the title transferred, we got the insurance taken care of, and I drove it from Panama City back here to Bocas. All right, so let's get back to our interview with Estefany.
Hello everywhere. My name is Estefany Morales, and yes, I'm the fixer. So yes, I become a fixer from an expat from Facebook page. So I didn't plan this, and I'm talking with Mari, so this just happens. I was trying to help someone with insurance issues and helping to record $11,000, $12,000, and then he was happy and he posted something about me, and now I am here. It's been 8-9 months, and I think 1,000 clients.
It's so crazy. Oh, and guys, she only really started learning English the last 8 months. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm only to the point of like, where's the bathroom? And she's sitting here having a full conversation. She's amazing.
So yeah, yes, 8 months. Talking with expats, talking with English speaker, helping me to work in this. My English is not perfect,
But it's very good.
I'm still learning, but yeah. So
Okay, so someone wants to purchase a car. What is the first thing they should do? Just come to you and tell you what they're looking for? Is it better for them to find their car and then come to you, or do you help them find cars as well?
okay, for me, I prefer if the person find the car.
Okay.
Because finding a car here, putting a car here
It's
is
hard.
a big journey.
Yeah.
And some people want different, my needs are different, so I prefer that. But if a person cannot, so I can help to find
Okay.
the car. So the first step is find the car, look the car, drive the car, and let's see if that's the car you want, and I can bring the mechanic, look the car, and handle the transfer, maybe negotiation, build the contract, and try to give you about show the process, and yeah, that's all.
So once they get the car, then you take it, make sure your mechanic looks over it. I'll just tell you guys straight front, the mechanic charged $65 to look over the car. So he looked over everything, he approved it, then Estefany arranged the contract. She drew that up. And so from that, I signed it, got it to the seller, transferred the funds. You picked the car up, didn't you? And dropped it off at my friend Greg's house?
Yes.
Yes, because, I was still in Bocas when this happened. So then, then I picked it up. You dealt with all the title transfer, all of the insurance. So when I picked it up, I was ready to drive it off.
Yeah, you was
no
here.
problems. Yeah, I wasn't even here. Yeah, everything was taken care of it while I was still in Bocas.
Yes.
That's really the way. Look, buying a car in the United States is always a hassle. We all know that, and I'm sure it's the same way in Canada or UK or South Africa, wherever you're from. Trying to buy a car is a hassle. So trying to buy a car in a foreign country when you don't speak the language makes it an even bigger hassle, especially knowing that you're going to have to go to the government offices and deal with all this paperwork that you're not familiar with. So that's why, there are expats that do it on their own, and kudos to them. That's great. But for me, it's worth my peace of mind knowing that everything is in place. All of my title is done. All of my insurance is done, and I just have to drive. I don't have to worry about all that. So it's worth definitely just the peace of mind factor. Let's see, I was going to ask you one more thing about, so there's this thing in Panama where, I guess it's kind of like in the United States. Like if I have a car that's registered in Texas and I move to California, I have to get that car registered in California. So I've purchased 2 vehicles in Panama City, but I live in Bocas del Toro. So are you going to be able to help me get those cars registered in Bocas?
Okay, yes. This is very important, and thank you for talk about this. It's not easy like everyone think. When every car is bringing to Panama, the process is register the car in one municipality and then in the transit police for get a title. So that's every car. So when you are moving to another municipality, that's mean you need to take all the documents and you need to do the re-registration. So it's not simple to move the document. So you need need the DJ inspection for the bin. You need take all the document, the certification from the municipality, and then take to the new municipality and do everything again. So it's not like a simple process for transfer. So
Right.
when you think about in this, you need to think and you are doing everything like you are bringing a car. Everyone do that when they are importing a car. When a person is moving with their car from United States to Panama, they do this process. They take the car to the DJ police for the bin inspection, because with this you are avoiding probably stolen car.
Right. So they have a record of it in the province, and they.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why it's complicated and sounds a little complicated, but it's not complicated.
Okay, so you're going to be able to handle that for me for both my
Yes.
vehicles. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, so is there anything else you want to add before we wrap this up, Estefany?
Well, I only can say, be patient. This is Panama is very complicated, so only try to don't lose your meat.
Yeah, I'm
Enjoy the
learning to be patient. Okay, enjoy the process is going too far, Estefany. Just be patient with the process. It's about as far as I can get.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I basically do that. Try to
Right.
avoid every, poop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I am thrilled to be able to recommend you to people because you have just been absolutely fabulous with me, and I really, really appreciate it. All right, guys. So that's it for today's video with Estefany Morales. All of her information is going to be in the video description, so make sure you check that out so you can contact her on, let's see, we'll have your Facebook and probably your WhatsApp.
Yes, I have Facebook,
Okay.
WhatsApp,
Okay.
and my email. So very soon my website, this happens.
All of it.
Too fast.
Too fast. And like she's saying, guys, be patient. She's kind of a one-woman show right now with 1,000 clients. She always gets back to me very quickly, which I super appreciate, but be patient with her. Be patient because the process here in Panama is a lot more complicated than where you're coming from, chances are. So just give her the time to do what she needs to do and know that she's going to do it right. All right, so until next Friday, have a great week.